Alright, what's going on, guys? Bubble is back again, and let's talk about Cien. Now, Cien is very, very interesting to me because he ended up picking up, how do I put this? Like, I feel like he's perfect for IT, but at the same time, they started minimizing the use in other content in the game. One thing that I do like about KLab is that they're trying to make sure that characters stay relevant longer by specializing them. Now, someone like Cien Grants, for example, is going to be really good for content like IT, but you're not really going to use him in epic raids where you're going to use someone like Swimsuit Isane. And then in regular IZ, you can't really use this Cien Grants because he doesn't have the regular link slot skill, whereas someone like Nini does, right? Because she does have the Mind Link Slot Potion skill +5. So she's going to be good in epic raids and IZ. She's also going to be good in IT, but you also have Cien Grants, who's going to be better in IT at 1 out of 5 because he also has the Disabler, and then he also has access to Lacerator and Immolator. So this guy's going to be bleeding and burning a lot, which is really, really cool. I do like this aspect of Bleach Brave Souls because KLab is trying to give more value to characters despite not being strong. Now, the reason that I like this and I don't like this at the same time is, one, you need to summon for more characters. Two, well, that's the main reason I don't like it. But the main reason I do like it is that if you have these other characters, then at the very least, they still provide value for your account if you summon for them without completely ostracizing your account. Back in the day, if you summoned for someone like Dangai Ichigo, like 2 months later, they were replaced by Christmas Halaba. Christmas Halaba was a menace when she came out because she ended up picking up Frenzy, which, for those that don't know, so Dangai Ichigo didn't get. Then you also had characters like Raruka, who, if you had some of the other tech characters from back in the day, they were completely useless in comparison to someone like Raruka. And then if you pulled Fullbring Ichigo, that Raruka that you just blasted all your orbs for just got completely destroyed. This is also during a time that you didn't have point events, so even though characters were in the premium pool all the time, the chances of you pulling them was almost impossible because the chances of you getting a Brave Soul ticket to begin with, you had 5 soul tickets back then, all right? And they didn't have point events very often, and when they did, it was 1 orb per soul ticket. Now it's 1 orb per 5. So if that gives you any indication of how hard it was to farm back then. Also, for those that want to support the official material, Bleach Spirits Are Forever With You Volume 1 is over here on Amazon. I'm going to put an affiliate link down below if you want to support the content and support the content. If you want to support tybw/Shueisha, and if you want to support me, I'm saying affiliate link. And then on top of that, Spirits Are Forever With You 2. Keep in mind that Spirits Are Forever With You 2 is kind of limited. Like, there's literally only 1 left in stock, so just keep that in mind, all right? So yeah, let's get back into the video. It is what it is. So either way, I do like this Cien Grants. I think he's actually really, really, really cool. My only issue is that first strong attack, which we'll get into in a second, but he does have some really cool multipliers to him that I really like. Now, he has Frenzy +1, Berserker 40%, which sounds relatively low, but since this character is specialized for IT, I like him. I think he's pretty dope. I think at 1 out of 5, this character is going to perform as well as, if not better than a Nini that's 2 out of 5. And for those that don't know, when you have a dupe into a character, you usually get, I believe, 30 to 40% more in terms of damage, which is really, really nice. And if you want to go stamina, at the very least, you're picking up some survivability. Personally, when it comes to dupes in this game, I like to go Spiritual Pressure, Focus, Stamina. I used to go attack, but nowadays that KLab is trying to make these enemies hit harder, I prefer surviving, which is why I have like 600 revive candles. I mean, maybe it's because I'm not playing co-op anywhere nearly as I used to. But whenever I do play, at the very least, I revive. My friends tell me, "Oh no, you don't have to revive." And I'm like, don't worry about it. Like, I'd rather help, right? So yeah. Damage to burning enemies +40%, damage to lacerated enemies +60%. So like Yamamoto, he's getting the damage to 2 status ailments, which is really strong. Yamamoto gets 80% extra damage, burning 40. Crap, what is Yamamoto's other one? Hold on, I need to pull this up. Where are you? Let me type in Yama. It's a bit slow. because I'm using my computer. Oh, he has weakening. He has weakening too. Oh, that's so crazy. That's so funny because I don't even remember, because like whenever I use him, everything just dies. So yeah, he has damage to weaken enemies 40%, damage to burn enemies 40. So Cien is picking up damage to burning enemies 40, but the lacerated enemies is getting the increased damage like it normally does, which is good. So plus 60%. So he has 2 different damage ticks. This is like double damage ticks. Like, I want to see what this looks like in content like Senkaimon. This character is going to be very, very good for Senkaimon as well, because he has the increased status element chance against mine attribute enemies. So if the enemies are mine and you use a strong attack, and you can time when to use a strong attack, so as their lacerate or burn rubs off, if you hit them during that time frame, then you could potentially have them be inflicted again. So, I mean, it's going to take some timing, but I think this is a really, really cool mechanic, because even if you don't have killer, even if you don't have the proper affiliation for the Senkaimon damage multipliers, this character is going to be doing very, very good work, in my opinion. So I do like him for content like Senkaimon boss stages as well as IT. And then he also has devastation 40%. So when you use your soul bomb, you're hitting them, then you're proccing your status elements, so they're going to be bleeding and lacerating, so they can't use their special moves after. And then on top of that, you're going to get double damage, because damage to burning enemies and lacerated enemies. So he has like a built-in nuke to him if the enemies have spawned, which is going to be good for how do I put it? It's going to be good for the second wave and the last wave of enemies in IT for like the boss stages at the end, right? Because you'll hit the main enemies, you'll burn and lacerate them, so then you'll deal double damage with the subsequent hit, and then when the next group of enemies spawns with the final bosses, then he'll also have that 3rd or 4th damage tick of his soul bomb, so then you can use your strong attacks and they'll deal double damage thanks to the burn and lacerate. So I do like this character a lot. Even at 1 out of 5, I think this character is going to be very, very good. At 2 out of 5, I can see this character being hella fun to play with. My issue with him is his first strong attack. Now, Elephant in the Room, Immolator, Lacerator, so good. Sharpshooter. Oh yeah, he has Sharpshooter too, so he has Guard Break and Nullify range resistance, which is going to be great for extreme co-op as well. Now, my issue is this first strong attack. Now, this first strong attack, I feel like there's a lot of how do I put it? There's a lot of contention with this first strong attack. You either like it and you're coping. I personally don't like it. I think it's cool. I think it's dope. I'm glad that we got a new strong attack. I'm glad that Ichigo got it. Not glad that the width of it. Now, it has 420 width, which is literally less than half of a normal 3000 length beam, which he actually ended up getting the better beam. He got Aizen and Grimmjow's beam, which is good. Retsu, if you're familiar with Spirits Are Forever with you Retsu, or the canon Spirits Are Forever with you Kenpachi, like, this beam is really good. 1020 width, 3000 length beam, but his is 2100 length in each direction, and then on top of that, it's only 420 width. And the problem with this is usually when enemies get spawned, you're not going to be able to hit all of them all the time, and even if you do line it up to hit them, chances are you put yourself in a position where you cannot hit the subsequent wave of enemies. And even though I do like his design, his special move is cool, I love the color design, the color choices on this character are so cool, and I love how he's like a mix of like Eren Yero, he's like a mix of Zamari, and then obviously like it's, you know, Szayelaporro. Like I love Szayelaporro. I grew. Is that gay? I don't know, man, because I kind of like Eren Yero just because of Eren. But yeah, no, it's really dope. I actually like the design on this character a lot. I love the wings, I love the tentacles, I love it's Szayelaporro, bro. It's a 6 Szayelaporro, but I take it, and I love his face, bro. I think Caleb did such a good job with this character. I do have a little bit of issues with Roka, which we'll get into in a bit, because of stuff that I found out later. So yeah, I do genuinely like this character. Let me know in the comments below, like, how you guys feel about this character, because I'm genuinely interested, because I feel like I'm very torn. Mainly because of that first strong attack. I'm not gonna lie, it's literally only because of that first strong attack. But getting access to Immolator and Lacerator, and then the Disabler, something about that just makes me kind of giddy inside, because I feel like it's so cheesy and cheeky, but at the same time it's not broken because of his first strong attack. And I do like, even though I do like his second, Obviously, you're not popping off his second left and right because of the cooldown is 16 seconds, right? But either way, yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. And I did not read Spirits Are Forever with you, so I'm not really too familiar on this character, except for like he's very, very sadistic just because, yeah, it's Cien, right? And then he like splits himself off. But either way, I'm definitely very, very excited to summon for him. I hope that I pull one of the two. I think that's pretty much where I'm at right now. Now, he does have an Arankar killer, so I'll probably use him at 1 out of 5. If he has killer versus maybe my Nini, but my Nini is also 5 out of 5, so I'm kind of biased in terms of using her if I do pull this Cien. I honestly think that he's gonna be, more fun than Nini because Nini has a crawling vortex, and I also think that that his disabler is gonna be a lot more usable in content like IT. Like I feel like if you have this character 2 out of 5, you might want to use her if she has killer because of the Mind Link Stop Potion skill. But if you have this character even at 1 out of 5, like the disabler and the immolator and lacerator, I think that's gonna really sway people to using this character more. And yeah, I think that's pretty cool. I like the fact that Caleb actually makes these characters useful in various situations instead of just being like, okay, cool, this is a Brave Battle character, this is a PvE character. And yeah, I mean, that's pretty much how I feel about it. In terms of design, strong attacks, I like the animations. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I'd like to talk about. Yeah, I like, unlike Yamamoto, who's like crazy in Guild Quest and like pretty much PvE content across the board, I feel like this character is a bit limited, personally, in terms of like his utility, but I can definitely see places where you could make very good use of him. If you need a good ranged Arankar unit, this character with his Soul Bomb could be very useful for the 4th and 5th wave if you have nothing better. Now, if you have obviously like 7th anniversary Ichigo, then you're probably going to want to use him because of the bombardment, the weakening, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, overall, I do like this character. I think he's pretty dope, and I'm hoping that Caleb can, I'm really hoping that Caleb will give Kaname, Sajin, and Gin the treatment that they deserve, as well as Mayuri. Mayuri, for those that don't know, is like one of Chitakubo's favorite characters as well, so like I'm definitely very interested to see what goes on there. But I'm gonna leave it at that. You guys grind on, catch up, hit me up, stay blessed. Thank you guys so much for checking out this video, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.